welcome to this week's golf preview. It's at Royal Johannesburg Golf Club for the Alfred Dunhill Championship. Just a recap on last week, we done really well. We had Dan Bradbury at 60 to 1. He finished second, and we had JJ Spawn, who got a place in the other tournament, so we managed to get an each way double in as well there, so more of the same this week hopefully. So it'll be starting on Thursday, but it's starting early at 4 AM in the morning, so get your bets on early. It's a par 72. I think there's 3 par 5s, 11 par 4s and 4 par 3s. And the cut this week is going to be 65 players, including ties. I think there's about 160 going to post this week as well. So, yeah, this should be a great tournament. I'm really looking forward to it. I done my golf bets, my horse race bets yesterday. And I give the early nap for this Casey Jarvis because I noticed on a Tuesday the prices don't come in, they come in a lot. So I give Casey Jarvis out yesterday at 40s and 33s were still around. And I've just noticed now that it's coming in even more because Steve Palmer Racing posts give it as well. So hopefully you got on the early prices. If not, he's around. If we just have a look. 28s, 25s for top 8, top 10 at the minute. So the prices come in a bit, but I still think he's worth a bet. So this tournament usually goes to South African players. 10 of the last 12 winners have been South Africans. So I've got 5 picks this week, but 2 of them are South Africans in this. So I'm checking the weather. It looks okay. Sunday might get rain, but it looks well. So this event, I'm going to go for greens and regulation and putting. Because the last 2 winners of the Joburg Open that was played on this East course finished first and seconds, and they were both greens and regulation. And putting were first and second in the tournament. So if you hit the greens and put well this week, you're going to have a great chance. I think it might play a little bit easier. I think something like 16 under might win it. Depending if the weather stays like it is, so you're going to need to put. So our first bet, we'll just go straight into it. First bet is going to be Casey Jarvis. Now, this player is a brilliant player, and he'll know the course like the back of his hands because he actually lives about, but he grew up half an hour from here, so it was like his local course. And I think he's got a great swing, and his putting is really good under pressure as well. Is really good. He's only 22. This kid, he's going to be a top player. He's already had top 10 finishes in the Joburg Open, the South African Open, and I've seen him a few times on European events, and he's even in the top 20s in that. So I was amazed he was 40 to 1, and I was happy getting 33. And I still think if you get 28, I still think that's an okay price for him because some of the favourites are like 10 to 1, 12 to 1, and this kid should be closer to them. So I would say if we do 2 points each way on this, and if you can get the 28s, great, because it looks like the price is going. Hopefully you got 40s and 33s on Monday night when I give it out, but if you don't, it's still worth a bet. As I say, he just lives a short distance from this golf club, so he'll know the layout and how the greens are, so that'll be a huge advantage for him. So he's my main pick this week. So my second pick is another South African, and it's Thriston Lawrence. Player I really like. His driving, he's a very powerful player. His driving's really good. He finished in the top 5 in the Joburg Open, but I think he's underrated for his iron play also, especially his approaches, because he hits it that far. He leaves himself easy second shots in, and that's going to be a massive help this week. You know, I think he's going to be there or thereabouts. And again, I was looking at the prices, and I think because the weather's going to be okay, so I think he'll be able to drive the ball quite straight this week and leave himself easy shots in. He seems to control his drives really good, and his approach shots are really good. So he's 25 to 1, which I don't think's a bad price at all. I would add him closer to the favourites as well. So for my second pick, we'll have a 1 point each way on Thriston Lawrence. And then if we just have a look at the prices, what price have they got him? Oh no, he's been backed in, so he's but obviously this is Sky Bet and they all have the different opinions. Yeah, these 16-14s there, but I did have a look before and there's still 25s, 22s about, so that's not about price. So we'll go to my first pick. This is our third pick and it's Alejandro Del Rey, the Spanish. Really, just because of his short game. Again, going on about approach again and I'm putting, but I've been keeping an eye on him. He's starting to come back into form. So the links in the 21st, look, he started to come back at 17th, 31, and in the net bank he played really well. That's what stood out to me really. I watch a lot of the golf obviously, so he stood out, and again I was thinking, what price will he be? Because he finished, I think he finished in the top 15 in the Dutch Open, which was a good showing. I've seen him on a few and he can hold his own, like. So he's not a very powerful player, but his course he seems to have good course management and just pick himself around the greens. And I looked and the price 50 to 1 and 45 to 1 are around. So again, I'd have a 1 point each way on him as well, because I think his accuracy with his irons and wedges, I think he'll make the cut and be there or thereabouts. So we'll move on to the fourth pick, and Calum Hill. Great putter, great. I really like this golfer. Can't believe he's only 27. Seems like he's been around forever. His steady approach around this course is going to stand him in good stead. Remember in the Scottish Open he finished, I think he finished top 6, and that was like against top players. I've seen him finish top 10s multiple times in the European tours. He always puts himself in good positions, so fairways and greens, like I say, this week. So I was amazed he was 66 to 1 I got on him. I think he's coming a bit now to about 50s, but I still think that's an okay bet. So if we have a 1 point each way on him as well. And I was only going to do 4, but I've added just a small bet on Darius Van Driel. And just for the fact that he doesn't miss cuts. I think he's got like 9 out of 10 cuts yet, like 90% or 80%, something like that. And I think at 150 to 1, I think he's worth a bet, because if he makes a cut and they're down to 65, it's just his putting. So if his putting hots up a bit, he'll definitely make the cut, because he's just like a robot. He just hits fairways and greens and makes a cut every week. So we'll do Darius Van Driel, just half a point each way. 150 I got, I think 125 around. So thanks for listening to my preview. They're my picks for this week. If you could please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, it really helps the channel. And I will upload my horse tips for tomorrow. We had a good day again on the horses today. We had 11 to 2 winners. So I'd just like to thank everyone for watching, subscribing and giving me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.